What's up, guys? This is Hydroxan and welcome to the Promised Land. Welcome to Background Noise episode 12. And we are joined by our favorite hosts ever, Lyrical Phoenix. Circuit Breaker. Circuit Breaker. Circuit Breaker?
I miss him so much.
Oh god, where is he?
He's dead.
Oh god, he died. Right, okay, so this is a tribute show for Circuit Breaker. I paid someone to make their account Circuit Breaker so we can put it up here and make it look like it's in here. It's been a really long and tough journey without the little guy. Mark, would you like to talk about how much you miss him?
I'm in tears.
I know. I remember, this is the way his voice sounded, you know? Like, you know how you just say things and like it wouldn't make any sense, but you just go along with it anyway because he's him?
Yeah, I know.
I miss
So
those.
sad.
I just wish I could hear him just say something really dumb again, and I'd be like, So, Background Noise episode 12 will be known as Rest in Peace Circuit Breaker. He's died. He died in a very odd, this pains me to say, hentai-related accident.
I was hit by a bus.
He's alive! Oh my god, it's a miracle! Mark, he's alive!
I know.
Oh no, I'm not alive. I'm a ghost, but yeah.
So you recovered from your hentai-related accident?
I was hit by a bus.
It was hentai.
What?
It was a hentai bus.
What?
You died in a hentai-related accident.
Did the bus have the word hentai on the side?
No,
or...
you were watching hentai and you walked into the bus.
Works.
This episode of Background Noise is brought to you by Wawa Eggnog. That shit's delicious. I'm drinking Wawa Eggnog. It's not really brought to you by it, but it is great.
Huh.
It is beautiful.
Wawa eggnog is amazing.
I went to Wawa and they have eggnog again. I don't know why.
Oh, so we should talk about why there's no girl voice here.
Oh, wait. Yeah, why isn't there a girl voice here?
Shut up.
No. Yeah, you wanna go ahead?
She's got a term paper due Monday, and she's only done 2 pages of it.
Yeah, and, or we don't want to expose her to our guest.
The guest who is late. If he ever comes on, it's going to be, once again, Tom Cardy.
Yeah, it would be...
Which, she is not getting anywhere near him.
So, you guys will recognize him as soon as he comes on. He was on, I think, episode 5, maybe? I don't really know exactly what episode it was.
He's not our first repeat guest.
No, he's definitely not, but, he was definitely one of our favorite guests.
Yeah.
Oh,
see if he
definitely.
comes back on. He's Cash Money. That's what he is.
So cash. Such money.
Yeah. Wow.
So cash.
Why is everything right now the Doge meme?
Like
it's everywhere.
Because that's how memes work. They
die out for a while and then they come back.
No,
Yeah,
no. I understand how a meme works, but like it's in places where it's like really.
yeah. That's now memes are being shoehorned into places where they don't really fit. But I mean, like, the whole thing behind a meme is that it's an everlasting joke and it's an inside.
I know.
Like,
I understand.
I
understand
jokes.
how a meme works. Okay.
Yes.
We
get.
Yes, but do our viewers?
Yeah, of course they do.
Do they?
Yeah, my viewers are the smartest people alive. They're
No
great.
offense, viewers.
Hey, my viewers are smarter than the average bear.
I will probably say that is true.
Hey, my viewers are members of Team Awesome, which
And I am smarter than the average amoeba.
No, you're not.
You're an amoeba?
Yeah, no, he is an amoeba.
Yeah.
So
You won't believe the size of the microphone they gave me.
It's really big. You know how he's yelling right now, like so
Yeah,
very
I
loud.
really need. I actually need to yell.
We gave him like a normal size, like microphone. So
Yeah. It didn't work too well.
it worked. It works beautiful. If you actually heard his real voice, oh my god, you would laugh so hard.
So much.
Like the amount of editing it takes to make his voice sound like that. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like we have to like go in and deepen it like over like 20 million%. It's just like 20 million is a little bit of exaggeration, but we have to go in and deepen it.
Boost it by 12 decibels.
Yeah, and we just gotta keep we just gotta make it deeper and deeper and deeper until it comes out with this.
Yeah.
We eventually just got tired of making it deeper, so we eventually just left him like this. We were gonna make him sound like Morgan Freeman, but we got a little tired and we got lazy. Let's be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Still hate you guys for that.
Of course, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why not? You are our creation.
Yes, I'm the world's first talking amoeba.
So it's like creation. It's like the pentagon, or this is the hexagon now. It's the hexagon, yeah. Mark.
Yes.
The love pentagon / hexagon.
Yes, whatever that is.
Dependent on my mood.
Dependent on my mood. Do I want to casually make out with the random person who we're not going to name?
Ella.
Probably, yeah, there we go. I was about to say, who we're probably going to name anyway.
Yeah. No, see, no. Okay, wait. Okay, so now I feel like we have to explain this, because this just sounds weird.
Okay,
all right.
So,
yeah, you can
should I explain it?
Yeah, go for it. I'll jump in and randomly.
Didn't you want
Okay,
to mention it on the podcast anyway?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, she did. Okay, so, the love pentagon and occasionally hexagon.
Occasionally hexagon.
Okay, so the pentagon was originally me and my girlfriend were talking to our friend Emily, and her boyfriend Zach was not at the lunch, but we were talking about him too. And what happened was we just went with saying that Rachel and Emily were cheating on Zach and I with each other, and that Zach and I were cheating on Rachel and Emily with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tony, not even, hearing the full conversation, was just like, I don't know what we're talking about, but I want in. And that was pretty much how the love pentagon was started.
Yeah. Like at lunch, like I tend to pick up on the most random spots of conversations ever. So I don't really pay attention. So I heard them talking about so I was like, okay, so that's how it is. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm in. And then it was a pentagon. And then the other day, we were. Do we want to talk about this, Mark?
Yep, go for it.
Okay, so we were talking about what would happen since it's a love pentagon. So we pictured what would happen if we were actually all together. So what happened? The image we had was Mark and his girlfriend, and then Emily and her boyfriend would all be doing things together, and it would just be this is a really elongated couch. It's a really big couch that fits 5 people, and I'm just sitting in the middle, at least I was included. and then our friend Ella,
the hexagon.
Our friend Ella was like, "Well, I'm outside the pentagon, just waving in, I'm not even included," and I'll be waving out, "I'm included," and then I feel like one of you said why don't we just add her in or something?
Yeah,
like that?
it's just that you and her could play cards.
Oh no,
that was how it started.
Checkers.
Yes.
It's
that's how it started.
Yep.
You guys made it worse.
No, wait.
Did they?
I think it was you that said it, to be honest.
No, I was not the one.
Someone else.
It was Ella.
It wasn't her?
I'm pretty sure it was Ella.
I don't know who said it, because it was hilarious. It was just we're just going to play checkers. And then someone said, well, that's not much of a love pentagon or hexagon.
Oh, no, yeah, I did say that, but I didn't say what you and Ella...
Then Ella, then we went on.
And then Ella was just like, well, Tony, I can just casually make out while playing checkers.
Yeah, play checkers. It's king me! And then it's
What's wrong with our friends?
Dude, this is our friend group.
Everything.
Circuit Breaker is in our lunch, but he just wasn't paying attention, I guess, at this time.
He's not in the love pentagon.
No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be a part of this.
Don't deal with that stress.
You guys can just you guys can just go ahead and be over there. I won't. No.
Yeah, he's just jealous.
So jealous.
He's jealous of our love, Tony.
Yep, he's so jealous, man. Oh god, is this a fan fiction?
Oh, Ella said that
9.
she was going to write a fan fiction
Oh
about
yeah,
this.
I know.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I did. And I was like, but you have to use our YouTube names.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Our friend Ella's going to write a fan fiction about Tony and I.
Yeah.
Or Hydro and I.
It's gonna be hydroxide and a Lyrical Phoenix fan fiction with a little bit of Circuit Breaker mixed in.
No.
Fine. With a
I
little
refuse.
bit of Ty Killer 38 mixed in.
No.
With a little bit of Destroyer 39 mixed in.
No.
A little bit of Block 42 mixed in.
This song sung an awful lot
Is this-
like that
is
one
this-
song.
Is that a no as well?
I didn't say anything that
That's
time.
a low.
Okay,
That-
Block 42 can be in. That's fine.
I mean, I feel like he wouldn't want to partake.
he wouldn't want to, but he could come in anyway.
Although I do know who he does. We all know who he likes.
We all know who he would partake if they were in.
Yes.
Alright, so I notice our guest is online.
Gasp.
So, hey, audience, don't look at my list of people.
Don't stalk my friends.
Don't suck. Actually, you can. I don't really care. Half of them, it's not actually their names. Tom is like the only one who actually has his full name. I never fixed that. If
Well,
he
fine.
hops in, he hops in. Nope, he's busy. Okay. Well, whatever.
Oh, that's too bad.
Just 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, he'll be on in a minute, but... So, yeah, the hexagon. Hey, Ella, now you have to watch the podcast! Yes!
Torture her just to say we mentioned her on it.
Ella, we mentioned you. I don't know if this is what you wanted.
I don't know if that's exactly what you wanted us
Yeah,
to
probably.
talk about, but
I mean,
why
what,
not?
What else would we talk about? I mean, where else?
Stuff.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean,
Don't watch this with your bae.
Oh crap! That's yep. Huh?
You can't be saying. Did you
No,
really just use that word?
Yes, I did.
Yo, bye.
I've only started using that word because of Emily.
Does she use it a lot?
That's how she addresses Rachel, as my bae.
My pay. Oh, yeah. Hey, Emily subscribed to my channel, so she's automatically like a lot cooler.
Yeah, I know. I told her and Zach your YouTube channel name.
Mhm.
So, you know. You're
Thank
welcome.
Thank you, Mark.
Give him props, bro.
I did already, dude. I gave
Give
him a
him more
gentleman.
props.
I gave him a gentleman forearms grab.
He needs a propeller, dude.
I can't do that. Where am I going to get propeller from?
You gotta get it from a place. I don't know.
Do you
Just,
have
just
a propeller? Do you have a propeller
No.
circuit? Then shut up.
9.
Yeah, no, I'll beat.
9.
Do you want me to come to your house and go beat you up right now?
He will.
I can. I live on the same street as you.
Well,
And
then,
I hung out
sir.
with you guys.
Yeah, we were all hanging out last night. We could have just recorded the podcast last night. Oh well.
Hey, I stayed up as late as I normally would with podcasts.
Yeah, right. It's like.
When I get home at like 1 in the morning.
Yeah, probably. It was pretty early, or late, depending on how you want to look at it.
I don't care.
But
Going to say anything. Even though I just did.
Don't say anything.
don't say it a word.
Oh, great. This game isn't going well.
No,
What
it's not.
game? Oh, you playing tanks?
Not playing tanks. What else would you expect?
I expect you to play tanks.
We're losing this game so badly.
Oh yeah.
It's a tier 7 game and I'm in the tier 6 tank and I'm getting wrecked.
See, now I'm just thinking about like the last time Tom was on the podcast. The last time Tom was on the podcast, I still read a creepypasta every week.
Oh, wait. Does that mean I need to...
If you can find one, yeah, just to
Give me
annoy
a second.
Tom. Just to bring it back just for Tom. I hope Tom watches like the first like minutes of this he's not in too. And like he'll see that like I purposely brought it back just for him. And we still talked about that squirrel.
The squirrel.
It's not, yeah, we don't go there anymore. I got PETA, man. PETA came and attacked me.
Mm.
There's too many
Wait,
crazy...
tackled? Wait, tackled you?
Attacked me!
Oh.
not tackled. I beat them.
I was about to say, it would have been pretty cool if they tackled you.
No, they can't tackle me, because they tried, I juked them.
Mm.
They shot me in my knee, though. Right in the knee.
Ah, right in the knee.
With an arrow! And then
Really?
and then I was married to some, like, Norwegian chick. It was really weird.
Okay.
Cause Jacob, what did you say actually meant? Like, it was a slang for, like, Norwegian slang or something, right?
Yeah, it was Nordic slang for getting married.
Yeah. So,
And that's like ancient Nordic. No, not even ancient, but it's some sort of time period. I don't know.
yeah, so it's like, now, that's why I said Norwegian. Yes, exactly. Don't judge me, Mark.
I
Judge
silently judge everyone.
I know!
Mark, honestly, we both judge him. We both judge him at the same time.
Shut up. I'll judge you both now at the same time. You know what? Just cause, yeah, this is it.
Oh god. Oh god.
Is he
Thanks. No, it's just I'm reading all the things that are being said in the World of Tanks chat.
Oh, friend.
Oh god.
here? Hey, Tom.
Oh, the humanity.
I guess we have our
Your
preview
mic
pasta
is
for the
very
week.
quiet, I must say.
Okay, yeah, I'm turning up my levels then.
Okay,
How
there
much
we
am I
go.
now?
You're pretty good right there.
Am I good
the
now?
magic of technology.
Cool.
Alright, so, welcome to the podcast!
Wait, did it just start?
It's
It's been on for a while.
been on for exactly 16 minutes and like...
You're also echoing.
Yeah, you're echoing.
Oh, sorry. My levels are probably too high then.
Okay, we'll work this out as a team.
How are we now?
Echo! Okay, we're good.
What are we echoing? Are we hearing my echo or
no,
your
it was
echo?
us. We were hearing,
Okay,
our
yeah,
voices.
because I just got my monitors running right now, so
Alright, gotcha.
yeah, it's like speakers, you know,
Yeah,
probably being picked up by the mic.
exactly.
Yeah.
How are we doing tonight? What have we been talking about?
We've been talking about, like, nothing, literally.
Yeah.
We haven't, had exactly much to talk about.
I got a few things I've been thinking about.
Do any of them involve Dark Souls 2?
Oh yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, two.
How
of them.
you've already beaten the game?
I would argue that I didn't even beat the first game just because there's so much to do.
Yeah, I can see that.
I have 100% or 99% completed the first game though. My first save on the PC edition, I 100% completed the game, aside from beating the final boss and getting his weapon and everything. But other than that, I 100% beat every single boss, got every single item. Yeah, so the only thing I didn't do was beat the boss, get his armor and his weapon. And I've still yet to be able to do that. I've beaten him 14 times, and 13 times, and I still haven't been able to beat him the 14th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
But no, apparently this new one actually adds more items and like constant bosses and enemies in the second playthrough. Like when you do new
Really?
games.
So, like, when you go through a game, that makes it harder?
Yeah, I'm sorry, my voice is probably a little hoarse.
Don't worry about it, man. Your voice is still cooler than all of ours.
Either
Except Circuit
Yeah.
Breakers, because he has
either
me
Kevin
either.
Mullen coughing in my mouth the other day, or
Okay,
Rip his
someone told me you had a very good him impersonation.
who told you that?
Amanda.
Amanda does a good impression of him by natural voice.
What's up, guys?
I was like running through the hallways. I followed him almost the entire way across the school the other day, and I was late to class, obviously. But I was just heckling him about what sound a snake makes. Just little backstory. This is a kid we know. He's a real douchebag, so it's all right to make fun of him. He has a lisp, like a really.
He's a
bad
total
one.
douchebag.
I remember the first day I met him, he called me Diabetes Tom because he found out I had hypoglycemia.
You mean diabetes, Tom?
Just fucking similar.
Diabetes?
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
scared Malkinson. I got a lisp and I got diabetes.
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 Diabetes. That was like my
What's up?
favorite fucking commercial. In, like,
What's
the
up,
70s.
guys?
What's up, guys?
Shut the fuck up, Scott Malkinson.
I don't care if this is just for us. I don't care. Like, I'm sorry, audience, you might not know, but it's fine.
The inside
Four of
jokes
them.
are flowing.
All four of them. Yep. basically.
So, I might have to get up and use the bathroom soon. The night just started.
That's
if you know
fine.
what I mean. If you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Winky face. Yeah,
Um.
I do know exactly what you're trying to say.
Yeah. So tonight I've got a nice little bowl of Chex Mix with about 5 Girl Scout Thin Mints and yeah.
Okay, what I'm rocking right now is Wawa eggnog and Mike
Oh,
and
we
Ice.
name and drink too.
Yeah.
Some Gatorade here.
Okay.
It's
Respect.
berry flavored with tasteless flavor. If you get my draft.
Yeah, dude. Has anyone else got anything that they're rocking tonight with them?
I had some V8 Splash a while ago.
Nice, solid.
That's solid. What about you, Circuit? You drinking soda again?
Actually, no, I got chocolate milk.
Wow,
Oh, that is my shit right there. I had like
Chocolate
2
milk's
glasses of that
amazing.
today.
dude.
I don't care how old I am. I will fucking drink chocolate milk till I die.
I literally nearly rotted my teeth out when I was a kid because I drank so much of it.
Yeah.
Like, I think once they had to pull like 3 teeth.
They pulled
Cause-
teeth of your teeth.
Yes, it was just like, oh god.
I'm chewing Mike and Ike, so I'll be quiet for a second.
Will you?
Oh, dude, I'm afraid to eat those. Those things fucking rip teeth out. I don't think I even ate those when I was a kid.
I love them.
Ugh.
Milk duds. End of story.
Oh man, milk duds are amazing.
Yeah, that was always the Halloween candy I threw away.
Milk duds?
Oh, Mike
Yeah,
and Ike?
fuck Milk Duds. Milk Duds, Almond Joy.
I never was
Oh, you
really
mean
into Milk
concrete
Duds.
caramel?
Yeah.
Wow, Tom, I just saw that tweet.
What? What tweet? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna read it out loud to the audience once it loads on my cellular device.
Also read who tweeted the tweet.
Okay, I will. Who did you say who retweeted the tweet?
No, who
Right.
tweeted the tweet.
Who twittered it?
Who twittered it?
Twittered it?
Twitter-pated?
Who done Twitter-pated?
Thank you, Dave God.
Thank the biscuit.
What has
Thank you,
happened?
bitch.
Swag, like, sorry.
Push ball, I got it.
you.
All right,
So-
listeners, right
so,
now I want you to go look up Young God Caillou based freestyle,
Yes.
and then shit your pants.
Okay,
You
so
want the viewers to shit
so
their pants?
So
okay,
good.
so this is what the tweet it says. It was tweeted by Farrell's Hat.
Tweet
Pharrell.
it?
What?
Farrell's Hat.
Pharrell.
Tonight, Pharrell? I thought it said Farrell. Okay.
It's pronounced Pharrell. Hello.
Pharrell. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm happy.
Okay, so the tweet is, tonight I'll be reappearing on the Neckbeard Show podcast with @HydroxN. Should be on YouTube tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, that's what it said.
I like to dispute that whole neckbeard claim because I can't grow a beard, therefore I cannot be a neckbeard.
It's mine.
Oh,
Yeah, it's called the Neckbeard Show because of Ant.
Yeah, do you,
Oh.
hey, wanna know what's funny? I shaved this morning. Yep, so I don't have a neckbeard right now.
wrecked.
The one time! One time.
All right, here's our first discussion. This weather is really bumming me out.
I'm really saddened by the rains. I was happy it wasn't snow, though.
Oh god, I'm sick of snow.
I think the only thing that could make this weather worse is the snow. Like,
Yeah, exactly. It's
we had such a tease. I remember it was the fucking day Dark Souls 2 came out. It was so nice out, and there was not been a day like that since.
because but we just need to keep releasing Dark Souls.
The world was like, don't worry, Tom, I'll make the day really nice for you because I know you love this game. Speaking of, I got to tell this story again. That day when I was going to pick up Dark Souls 2 at the local GameStop, just as a short little side story, right next to the GameStop there is a, or in that plaza, it's a huge plaza, strip mall, with like a Kmart,
Yeah.
like a
There's the
Workout World. Workout World's the one that I'm about to start complaining
That's a name
about.
drop.
Not to name drop, but
Not to name drop, yeah.
We're gonna name drop.
But yeah, so there's the Workout World there, and it's gotten to the point where so many people are going there that you can't go and park near any of the shops on that side of the plaza. I mean, it's a huge plaza. There's probably, maybe 15, 20 shops?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, so like you can't park in the upper, 10 of them because everyone's fucking parked at the workout world there. So they eventually started putting like signs up that says 15-minute parking only because the fucking workout world people, like, honestly, you're going to an exercise place like a gym. Why don't you walk a little bit further to get to it?
Exactly. Why don't you, out
Oh
of
my
all people,
God.
take the spots that are farther away?
You're trying to lose weight, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You're trying to lose weight or
Yeah.
work out, be healthy. Walk a little farther.
So yeah,
Us going
I'm
to the GameStop, we don't want to. We're not there to work out. We're there to get video games and sit down.
I'm there to
on
fucking get
couches.
video games and veg out on the couch and be fat.
Exactly. It's like that's why.
I don't think I could be fat if I tried though. I have such a high metabolism.
Dude, you do. I admit that.
Okay, I eat like total shit, and I'm just so skinny. Oh god, I found the enemies.
So, what are you playing?
World of Tanks.
So anyways, like I was saying, back to the story part, so I was parking there, the parking lot was pretty much full as usual. It was the day Dark Souls 2 came out. I woke myself up at like 10 a.m., I skipped school. As soon as the GameStop opened, I went, and as I'm parking, there is this, quick other side story to describe, to describe
Okay, go
this
for it.
situation.
Yeah.
In New Jersey, or in the central shore area here, pretty much anyone that drives an SUV for the most part
Yeah.
is the exact same character. A white, belligerent, stubborn, angry 40-year-old, probably
That's
single mother. Likes to wear
Driving around
yoga
in
pants and go to
glorified
Workout
golf
World
cart.
and drink Starbucks.
Yes, exactly.
This exact character pulls up next to me, like as soon as I park. Ooh, I'm starting to feel the juice.
The juices.
And she pulls up next to me, and to be fair, I was blasting my own music. I think I went like, let me think. I was probably listening to like the Lawrence Arms or the new Against Me album, which came out like a month ago, maybe. I don't remember. I was probably listening to that super, super loudly and screaming along or whatever. And right next to me, this lady parks, fucking blasting Let It Go from Frozen.
What?
And
Really?
fucking screaming along to it. And
What?
I turn off my own music and I start hearing this. And I look I have to look over as I'm getting out, and she gives me the dirtiest fucking look ever. I had to look over though. It was hysterical. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was really funny in the moment.
That was
Just like, I don't know.
It's like- what you should have done was broke out the song and started singing with her.
Well, no, it was after we both got out of our car.
Oh. So
wait.
you
So she does
Well,
that
you should
after
have.
they
You
help
should have
talk?
been like. You should have been like. I heard you singing.
No, she just gave me the dirty look. Obviously, she didn't say anything. Like it's like that douchebag at a concert who gets it like at like a show where the crowd moves around and dances a lot. It's like that douchebag that is in the middle of the fucking pit, and if you bump into him, he just gives you that dirty look and crosses his arms, but he's never gonna say anything to you. He's just gonna try to protect his girlfriend, who he probably shouldn't have fucking brought to the show. That is the worst. Like
yeah, I can.
the night I couldn't get into that Laurie Arms concert,
Yeah.
I was so fucking pissed because I guarantee there were a solid 20, actually probably 40 because you got to double it,
Yeah.
a solid 20 couples, so 40 people that were probably in there of just the douchebag dude who just like wraps his arm around his girlfriend in the middle of the fucking pit and just doesn't even enjoy the show or like dance or anything. Don't fucking go to a show if you do that.
Yeah.
Okay, there are people
I
who
can-
want to go and enjoy it that aren't getting in now because it's sold out. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, right. It's like if you're gonna go there just to be like over.
Oh man, I needed to get that off my chest.
Dude, no, yeah, this is a
No,
perfect platform.
I always do the talking here. I'm sorry.
No, dude,
Nah, dude.
we love it.
If anything, it's
Apparently,
better
I'm
than when
interesting. I've never thought so.
Dude.
Everyone used to beat me up for talking in grade school.
Nobody likes
Shut
me
up,
as a
Cash
child.
Money.
Cash Money was like a sophomore year high school thing.
I know. It's like shut
And
up,
it
Cash
stuck.
Money. It stuck. And you're writing a screenplay about it.
Oh, I finished it. I still haven't bothered doing the rap. I just recorded pretty much everything but that of like things
Okay.
I've wanted to record recently. Like I'm trying to finish up my band's new album, which we already have a release date for, which
Oh, well, when's that
sucks.
dropping?
Dropping May 28th, just under 2 months from today.
Sweet. What's it titled?
Carnality. It's not an album, it's an EP. It's 4 songs coming out
Okay.
in May 28th. I think that's my mom's birthday.
Perfect. Give it
But
to your
yeah,
mom
so
for her birthday.
that's coming out. Agendasucks.bandcamp.com. We're called Agenda.
Agenda.
Yeah, Agenda Sucks. I
That's
got
such a
that
good
one
name.
from my friends, The Holy Mess. Theirs is fucktheholymess.bandcamp.com.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I fucking love
That's
those
great.
dudes. They are the best guys around. Go give them a listen if you like really drunk, shitty music.
I'm in.
So like 90% of America.
Yeah.
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 Works.
I remember when Lady Gaga like sang about like riding disco sticks and eating pussy, but now she's just singing about true love and being yourself. Fuck that.
Yeah. Right.
Nobody needs that.
Well,
shit.
that's how ours go. They usually do something to try to get attention first, and then once they have the attention, then they calm everything down.
Yeah. That's what happens.
I don't want to
calm down.
fall into that cycle either. Like it's such like a pressure as a musician. It sucks. Because for the most part, a lot of people just use the excuse, I'm just kind of doing what I've always wanted, like what I wanted to do or what I've developed to do. I don't
Like
want to
like
develop
Miley
into something
Cyrus.
that my fans hate.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus is probably the most recent example of someone that's took like a lot of attention. That's probably going to start slowing everything down. I feel.
She
Yeah.
already had the attention, though, when she was like fucking...
Hannah Montana.
It's
Well, but
different-
what's the thing
yeah,
though?
but
It was
different
attention
She
for a
type of
long
gained,
time.
she gained a new
for her.
crowd when she did hashtag
Yeah.
bangers.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different
Hashtag
type of
bangers.
attention now.
Yeah,
but-
she had attention, but she wanted a different kind of attention.
So
And now she has it.
So I honestly feel like Miley Cyrus, in a way, is like
Silas.
controlling. Did I say Silas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Cyrus.
Who was that? Was that a character in something? Silas?
It sounds like a place.
No, it sounds like a character in something.
And,
I don't
like it's,
remember. All right,
it
I'll
sounds
think
like a
about it.
place in somewhere, some video game. Like Silas, and then like numbers.
Was that a character in that Metroid DS game?
It could have been.
Metroid
Hmm.
Prime 100. Continue.
All right, I don't even remember. Oh yeah, Miley Cyrus. I feel like she has like she might have everything like calculated to like the number. Like I feel like she knows what she's doing. Like she's purposely doing like this type of attention right now. And then she's gonna-
Psylux. That's what I'm thinking of. Continue.
Yeah, and then she's gonna keep like adjusting it as time goes on, and then I feel like she has her like career planned out for like, the next 10 years. Like I feel like she has that like in her head.
Yeah.
There's a surprising number of people that do. You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of them that don't. Wanna know who I wish wasn't who could just like fall off the face of the earth? Well, probably everyone else does as well.
Who?
Obviously Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just cause like when he was a little bit younger, like all guys hated him because he was like all the girls were paying
A
attention
chick
to him.
magnet.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
now we
Now
just
I
hate
hate
him
it.
And
'cause
now
he's
there's a
douche,
legitimate
man.
reason because he's acting like a...
He's a douche.
Have
Yeah.
you seen his I forget the word, the fucking video of him like not admitting, but there's a word for like you're admission to like admission to like your faults in a court case or whatever. I don't remember what the word is anymore. There's this video of him being a real snarky douche though.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah, like to like a prosecutor who's like judging him legally based on his, actions or shit like that.
Mm.
And he was just being a real douche about it.
Like I honestly didn't have a problem with him until like the last few years.
Yeah.
Like he was just like a normal like pop singer to me, at least.
And I just
Like-
regularly forgot that he existed every
Yeah.
now and then.
Like I honestly, the only time now I remember he's alive is that when he's like in trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So it's like
I remember the day he got arrested for the drinking driving road race thing.
yeah.
I remember it was the
that.
day of finals and I was sitting in my English final and like Alyssa Bostock was next to me, and she was like she tweeted at me, "Hey dude, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, just sitting here. I'm right next to you. You could just say it. Teacher doesn't."
Oh, wait a second,
Teacher doesn't.
wasn't the
Teacher
thing that
doesn't
he
give a
was like
fuck.
doing like 60 in a Lamborghini?
Yeah, and she like tweeted me, "Well, here's some good news to cheer you up." And I'm like, "I'm not sad." And she's just like, "Well, Justin Bieber got arrested." I'm like, "Yeah, I've read the last 60 tweets down my news feed."
It's like, well, I don't know if that.
It was
I
great,
wasn't sad,
though.
but that definitely made my day.
Yeah, it's like I wasn't sad.
His mugshot where he's like smiling, and then the side profile that took 3 minutes, like 3 seconds after, he's just like frowning, making a sour face, and probably because he realized what is going on.
Yeah, he starts crying.
He's not at a photo shoot.
Yeah, he's probably like tearing up. Like as
Can
soon as
you-
they stopped, he started crying.
Can you play DS games on the 3DS? Does anybody have one?
DS games on the 3DS.
Yes, you
I
can.
believe
You
you
can?
can.
It's
Okay,
backwards
because I want to
compatible.
replay that Metroid Prime game that they made for the 3DS. Just because Anthony reminded me of that, Silux is one of the characters in the multiplayer version who's like
Ah.
pretty badass. I always played as, did anybody ever play that game?
Nah, I never played it, but I have seen. I
Metroid is
have
like
seen
my
videos.
series. That is my favorite fucking series of all time. I think Dark Souls is coming close, and then like Fallout and the Elder Scrolls.
I agree. Those are all solid games.
But yeah, like I remember I used to play that game all the time, and there were like different multiplayer characters that you could play as besides Samus, and I just remember I used to play that a lot, like with my friends whenever they would come over, because it was download play too, so you didn't even need to have the game for other people to play with you as everything. It was sweet.
Yeah. I don't know if did you guys ever download Dead Space 1?
I did.
Yeah, I played that. That game was
Okay.
like amazing.
Yeah, they
The Dead
actually
Space.
they are giving away for free in Origin the other day.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I remember when they were giving away Left 4 Dead. We still didn't do that. I remember you were the one.
Yeah. We need to do
They were
that.
giving away Left
Yeah.
4 Dead for free on Steam on Christmas.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead 2 was free, and
That was the day I bought DayZ, and
yeah, and
I
then-
wish I had my old video card back because I want to play that on not the lowest quality setting.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Have you played DayZ often though? Like, how many times have you played it?
I don't think I've played it in 2014 yet.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's because the graphics were so low, and I remember I was like up on some hill. I don't even remember where I was. I was near some town on a hill, maybe 3 miles north of the beach where you start.
Mhm.
Actually, yeah, but I think you start on different parts of the beach. Wow, this game's hard to
Yeah,
explain.
you started
I was on some hill, and some fucking kid showed up, and I was like, "Hey man, I don't need you. I don't want to fight. I don't mean you any harm. We're good, dude. Just back off." And he starts backing off, and then he starts coming towards me, and I was like, "Oh no."
Oh,
It's when they realize. It's when they realize that you're no danger.
So
that
I
they-
had a
that they stop
gun.
being
I had a
scared.
gun, but I didn't have any ammo. So I hold
Oh.
out my shotgun to him. I'm like making hand gestures. I don't know why. I'm holding out my shotgun to the guy, and I'm like, "You need to back the fuck up right now." And he starts backing up, and I I think I was drunk or something. I accidentally yeah, it was. This was Christmas Eve, and it was on.
Did you click and hear that you didn't have any ammo?
Yeah, I accidentally clicked, and they heard I didn't have any ammo. So the guy pulls out a
Oh.
fucking toolbar, like a wrench, and he starts coming at me. I'm like, "Oh no!" And he fucking kills me, and I lose all of my shit except for like an unopened can of beans, which I assume he couldn't open. It was a cool game, but eventually everyone becomes so douchey when they get like good equipment because there's nothing
Yeah.
else to do after that. It's either kill people or help people, which no one wants to ever help people in games.
Well, no, it's
Brings
it's
me
not
to
that
Dark
nobody wants to help
Souls.
people. It's that there are so many times where they tried to help someone and just got immediately screwed over that they just said forget it and they went all or nothing.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I can agree with that. That happens a lot, especially in like DayZ like games.
And then there's people like Frankie who
Frankie?
Frankie?
Frankie on PC in 1080p. Like
Not very familiar.
he's on YouTube.
I know.
does-
I actually do know he is. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't follow many YouTubers who do
I
Let's
don't-
Plays. I remember
Yeah.
I watched
Well-
a few PewDiePie
well,
videos
for
and
him-
I hated him.
For Frankie,
Yeah.
it's not really as much as a let's play as much as like a story type series.
Okay, yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
the YouTube
most of the
gaming
time.
community, we should say.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I
like,
do.
some-
I follow probably around like 20 to 30 guys in the gaming community.
Yeah, I think I maybe follow like 7.
Oh yeah, who do you follow?
Vadi Vidya, he does Dark Souls stuff. He does this. He's pretty popular. Like he was endorsed by From Software, the creators. When this game came out, he did like a how-to video because they gave him the game early, and he played through and told everyone like easy ways to get a good, like the best possible start you can, so you don't fuck yourself over. Because there are so many ways this game will fuck you, and it's fucking. I can't even beat one of the bosses now. Because I was explaining this to Anthony the other day, because the game says that this item doesn't do anything besides give you money, but it actually is the only way to beat another boss, which is bullshit. Fuck that.
Yeah, right.
But
It's like, oh, it only gives you more money, but no,
Yeah,
actually you do need it for other things.
I follow Vadi.
I totally would come to just
He
because of
does
more
like
money.
lore videos and shit too, so it's like, you know, he describes like all the story stuff in the game that the game doesn't tell you unless you dig deep into it. And there's this other guy, Only Afro. He's also a Dark Souls guy who does not. I don't want to call it trolling because trolling is a fucking children's thing, but he just fucks with people in Dark Souls. He finds ways to exploit the PvP system in the game just to fuck with people. And he just kills people. He's really good too. Like he's a good guy even if he doesn't like try his. He's just a good player. He doesn't like. Even if he's not fucking with people and exploiting the game, he can still probably beat you because he's that good at it. But he does his best to fuck with people. I follow Hellkite Drake, who does miscellaneous Dark Souls stuff. I do Game Grumps every so often, obviously.
Game Grumps pretty cool.
I used to follow the Yogscast until they started exploiting their YouTube for money.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
They did all the Minecraft. They got popular off all the Minecraft stuff.
Yeah.
You guys know them, right? I mean, you probably,
I do.
watch them.
I know them.
yeah. And then I follow. What's that? 5? Is that 5?
Yeah, that was 5.
Okay. Who do I follow after that? Let me look at my subscription box real quick. I got pulled up. I follow
Is Hydroxide
Gopher.
Ant one of them?
Yeah, I follow Hydroxide Ant. I don't know why.
He is.
Who follows Hydroxide Ant?
Shut up! People listening to
It
this right
sounds
now.
familiar for
that's
some
who
reason.
follow him.
Yeah.
I watch Chugga Conroy occasionally just because his
Yeah.
Animal Crossing series is really cool. He's doing Pokemon Gale of Darkness right now, which I don't really care about.
Wait, he's doing Pokemon Gale of Darkness right now?
Yeah.
Ha!
One of my favorites. I follow Gopher Gaming. He does mostly Bethesda games. I think he did Metro like a month ago.
Oh, really?
But he's the best YouTube gamer out there right now. He does modded game Let's Play, so like Skyrim just decked out with mods, and he does these really cool like in-depth like storyline Let's Plays. Like he develops his character and role plays it properly. He's amazing. He's from like some like fucking like not Scandinavian area. I don't exactly know where. He's one of the best YouTubers, and he does mods for Skyrim and Fallout and stuff like that too. I mean, I think he made the iHUD mod for Skyrim, which is probably one of like the 5th top 10 most downloaded mods for Skyrim. He's up there. I mean, I don't know if you'd count like Freddie Wong.
Yeah, I'd count him. Yeah, for
All right. I follow. I don't know why I still follow them. Bro Duel, who does like Skyrim mod spotlight videos.
I know them.
You know them? Yeah, they just do like, just if a cool new mod comes out, they do a quick review of it so they can put it on the mod page and everyone can see what it's like before they install it.
that's
I follow Video Games Awesome, also known as Far From Subtle. They're like, they go all the way, even though they're really douchey about everything. Like they cosplay games while they play. So like one half of the screen is like them on the couch just playing the game or whatever, because it works too because they have really good like facial gestures and stuff, and the other half is the game. And they're like in the BioShock one, it's usually this guy Fraser and this girl Becky, and they usually like in the BioShock one he's cosplayed as Comstock or Booker. Spoiler alert. And the other one's Elizabeth. I beat Burial at Sea today. It's fucking...
Wait, part 1?
We're gonna get to
part
that.
Part 2's not out yet, is it?
Part 2 came
Part
out
2's
today. It pissed me off.
Came out today, you said?
Yeah. It's apparently... after I guess Ken Levine closed Irrational like a couple weeks ago,
Really?
and I think this is the Burial at Sea Part 2 is the conclusion to the BioShock series.
And
Which-
and you finish it?
The ending was awful.
Really? Wait, so you did finish
It's
it?
good, but it's bad because I know that they didn't plan it from the start. Because the whole point of Part 2 was connecting BioShock Infinite with BioShock number 1, and it doesn't. It hurts.
So it's the
Really
kind of thing where it
hurts.
was good for itself. It wasn't good for what it could have been.
Yes, I mean the ending. It left more questions than fucking Mass Effect. Let's just say that.
Dang.
That's a lot of questions, then.
Yeah. Apparently people liked the ending too. It hurt. It hurt me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I follow any more gaming YouTubers. Oh, I guess if you could count Man at Arms. He's the guy who he's the blacksmith who makes weapons from video games and movies.
Oh wait.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking coolest. That is the coolest thing I'm subscribed to on YouTube. Hands down.
I mean,
Huh?
personally, I do follow mostly only gaming community people.
Yeah. Well, as a musician, I follow a lot of music stuff. I follow a lot of
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't really know what else I follow. Like a lot of the things that post daily are. Oh, I follow Bro Team, of course. There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that just post daily, though, for the most part, is just like Gopher, Hellkite Drake, Game Grumps, the Yogscast, Chugga
Yeah.
Conroy usually. That's about it. Just scrolling down right now. Hydroxide Ant posted something the other day that I don't care about.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know what it was. I don't even know what it is by the title of it. I don't know what
C-
CSGO.
CSGO.
What is that?
Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Okay, that makes sense. I've heard of Counter-Strike. So if someone was into Counter-Strike, I assume they would be able to find it like that. I used to do
Yeah.
way back in the day. I'm talking like 2007 right here. I was pretty popular on YouTube. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 videos. That shit was crazy on YouTube back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, totally.
That's pretty cool.
There was a huge whole community about it. I loved it.
That's
Yeah, there
awesome.
was.
But yeah, I used to be semi-popular in that group as Critics Confession. That was my name just because that was the email I had back in the day. And
Confession.
back in the day, YouTube used to name your account based off your email. So
Oh, yeah.
it was just that because that was the name of my band back in the
I think I
day.
might have seen you.
Yeah, I don't know. I did that. I did. I don't even remember all my old videos are private right now. I think the only videos I have uploaded are like occasional music videos.
Okay.
Not like music videos, like videos of music. Like just like I did a Game Grumps remix.
Oh, really?
What else do I have on here? I hate the Google Plus integration because I can't figure out how to use this anymore.
Yeah,
I
right.
did a Game Grumps remix. I posted like a White Wives song that wasn't on YouTube. A regular show dubstep song, which has like 5,000 views. I'm pretty proud of that one. Yeah, I think that's about it right now.
And, yeah, when it comes to, like, the people I follow just,
do
like,
you
random
follow me on
people.
here?
I don't
'Cause-
know, do I?
I feel really offended if you don't.
I could, I don't. If I don't, I
Hold up.
will.
I don't think you do. Hold up. I'm posting it in the chat right now. Go follow that. douchebag.
I can't right now. It will come up on
Okay,
the
gotcha.
podcast, but I will.
Hey, look, someone to follow.
Oh, you're actually...
Subscribe.
Oh, cool. Did you subscribe to me?
Of course.
Nope.
'Cause, YouTube has made it so difficult that I
No,
can't figure
Tom,
out how
if
to
you
subscribe back.
You should have told me how to tell me you had the channel last time. I would have put it in the description of the last time you were on the podcast.
Oh, it's cool. I don't really use YouTube anymore. Besides for like subscribing to things because YouTube has fucked itself over.
You know what? I'm gonna do it now. All right, so
Because the Google Plus.
Alright, so,
integration.
audience, this is what you do. Alright, so you see the page. You see this is his page. Look at this. You see this? Alright. And then you go. You hit the subscribe button. You subscribe. And this is what you do.
Douche.
Step-by-step tutorial. And you're going to all subscribe to Critis Confession.
It's actually changed to Digital Ghost due to Google Plus integration.
Yeah, I did see
Fuck you,
Digital
Google
Ghost
Plus.
on the other side.
Have you guys ever seen that video? It's like this song. It's called "Fuck You Google Plus" by like some Australian chick. It is amazing, and it pretty much sums up the entirety of YouTube's community's views on the Google Plus integration that happened back in November. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. That's how to
It's
break the
pretty good.
silence, guys. No, you're telling
Yeah,
me
it's
like
pretty cool, guys.
maybe you don't mind it because you're sort of new to YouTube, I guess. You haven't really been on there for too long.
It's only been a few
It's been
months.
maybe like a year.
It's been less than a year, but yeah.
Less than a year, right? But yeah, like I've been on YouTube literally since 2007. That was a year after YouTube became a thing. Like I was
Okay.
one of the fucking pioneers of YouTube.
I was a
I
pioneer.
think the most views, I remember it was a shock when a video got more than like 2 million views. Nowadays,
Oh,
if
yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
Yogscast or Game Grumps posts a video, it'll have 2 million views in a day.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
because
Like, that
it's
was-
them.
Yeah. Like YouTube was a beautiful thing back in the day, and now I don't even scroll down to a comment section anymore because I'm too afraid of what I'll see.
Yeah, right. It's like it's cool.
Actually, the comment sections for most videos that I've been on, they've been pretty clear.
Yeah, well,
Wow, you're on a weird side of YouTube then.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I keep telling him that he's like on the side of YouTube that's like.
He's
basically
always
dark.
on the weird side.
I love it
Mostly
when I
watch
find the weird
like
side of
Super
YouTube,
Two
like
videos and,
random, creepy, weird Japanese music videos.
What are they called? K-pop? No, that's
K-pop.
K-pop. That's Korean pop.
Korean, dude.
No, you wanna know what's really
I
funny?
listen to K-pop. I fucking
Rachel is
pirated the new
addicted
Girls'
to K-pop.
Generation album the other day.
I actually I do like a little bit of K-pop.
I like Big Bang and G-Dragon.
G-Dragon's so good.
Yeah, they're.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
they're
I remember my my brother's girlfriend, who's been living with us for like 6 years. She's sort of like his sister at this point. She went to see Big Bang, which is G-Dragon's like pop group.
Yeah.
Like a year ago. I remember I had to download all of their discography for her like 2 days before the show.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
It was cool though. I think they were playing somewhere in South Jersey, which is kind of cool. Like think about it, like
That's
a Korean band playing.
Korean, yeah, that's a cool concept.
Because I'm not gonna
How
lie,
often
even
will
if-
that happen?
Even if it was some random ass arena down in South Jersey, I would fucking kill to go see Girls' Generation live.
I would do it. I would just
Dude,
definitely would.
like I'm even excited to go see fucking Nine Inch Nails at the shitty Arts Center.
Dude, because Nine Inch Nails are an amazing band.
We were talking about this the other day.
Yeah, we were
Johnny
talking about
Cash thing.
this.
I got
Yeah.
Anthony in a Murder by Death the
Yeah,
other day
they're
because they're
really-
sort of like a punk rock Johnny Cash. If Johnny
Yeah.
Cash,
Yeah, I know. I've heard them.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Yeah.
So-
You're like, it's like, oh, Mark, that's the only songs that you can sing. Thanks, Tom.
yeah.
Fuck you.
Only ones, Mark. The only ones.
All because I'm just like the super bass in chorus.
That super bass.
I swear to God,
So,
I swear to
so
fucking
you're a-
God.
you're a Nicki Minaj song?
there was like Mark's all right in chorus because at least he sings on the notes. He just sings them an octave lower because that's just where his voice is. And I
Yeah,
am
because my
mad
voice
because
is fucking deep.
my voice can go like 3.5 octaves higher than he. No, probably 4 because he's a half octave lower than I can go. I can go about 3.5 octaves higher than 4 octaves higher than his voice, but I can't go that half octave lower, and it really pisses me off. And Mark is only singing down in that range, and I just get so upset when he sings there. And Mr. Weiser is just like, Tom, you're a bass. You need to sing that. I'm like, no, I'm a fucking tenor. Please stop.
And
Let me
clearly,
sing the
this-
tenor parts. And he's like, I don't remember you having this discussion with me. I was like, I had it the past like week in a row. Every single day I said, Mr. Weiser,
Yeah,
can I sing
no.
tenor?"
You're at least a baritone. At least.
I am a baritone with
Probably.
very frequent tenor moments.
Yeah.
tenor moments.
I have a 3.5, maybe 3 3/4 vocal range, which is absurd for the average singer who hasn't been trained at all. That's actually like insane for someone who hasn't had taken vocal lessons. The fact that I can do that is
Yeah.
crazy. Let me sing it, please. I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, right? It's like...
Because I
like
used to be able to
this.
get as low as Mark, and then my voice got higher. Like, my voice was deeper than it is right now 6 years ago.
That's... Huh.
That's actually kind
interesting.
of depressing.
Yeah, well, it's because I started singing like higher stuff, and I think
Oh.
that's shaped the vocal cords a little bit
Yeah,
differently.
it probably did.
I started doing impressions of like people who had voices that were lower than me, so I guess that's where my voice came from.
Yeah.
So what you tell me is if you spend your entire life doing a Batman impersonation, your voice is just gonna be like that.
I guess so.
You would be Batman.
What's up?
Tom, aren't you happy that I'm not, the other three basses in chorus?
Those
Oh.
guys.
Are they
I
not
don't
good?
want to learn what their names are because I'm afraid I'll be deemed a racist because they're twins and they're black.
Oh.
There are these two kids with
Oh,
these really
wait.
low,
Jacob, don't even
fucking
bother.
almost
Wait,
tone deaf
Jacob,
voices.
don't bother. Don't bother.
Guys,
don't bother.
those are my cousins.
That's why I was talking about don't bother.
Are they really? You're lying to me.
Those are my cousins. Yes.
You see, the only problem I have with them is that they sing the same note for every note.
I thought Mark sang low. These fucking kids sing an octave lower than he does.
And they don't change their voice at all.
My
They just stay
God.
on one note.
And then, like, whenever me and Nick and Mark are singing the right notes, like, Weisert sometimes does his delusional thing where he thinks singing an octave higher or lower is singing the wrong note, which I guess can make sense in a weird quasi way.
If you're
But at the same
singing
time,
outside of the
Some
your
days he
range.
doesn't care, but like some days, like me and Nick and Mark are all singing the right notes, and then there's those three in the corner at the end of the row that are just fucking singing way down here like this.
And they
And then
don't
he stops the
change
song and he's like,
anything.
Ben, you're supposed to be here. And he plays the note on the piano. And we're like, I was there. Please stop. Don't do
I was
this
an octave
again."
lower than there.
Mark's like, I can't go that high. It's like, I was in chorus once.
Yeah, you were in chorus on my first year,
Yeah.
and then you
Those
quit.
gave me dirty looks. I remember at the winter recital this year, the two twins, like, they were standing in front of me. I was all the way at the top of the rafters because I'm tall-ish, and they were below me, and I was singing. I don't remember what the word was. I think it was like won't and don't, and I said won't instead of don't or something like that. And after the song, like, they were like, you need to learn the words, dude. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, you motherfucker.
It's
As
like,
they're
don't
singing in a
dare curse.
completely different key, and I'm like,
And then there's the other bass who just sleeps the entire class pretty much.
yeah, I don't think I've only ever, like, the only thing I've ever said to him besides from the first down was like, hi, I'm Tom, who are you? Was like the other day when he slicked his hair back, I was like, hey man, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool hairstyle. And he's
I
like,
think that's
"Oh,
I think it's about the
thanks."
same as me.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh wow, yeah, nice hair. He's like, thanks.
The worst thing is he sits next to you. He's sort of at the angle of like the circular sort of idea of the row.
Yeah.
I don't know, the
I know
circular
what you're
nature
talking
of the row. It's sort of at like a curve.
Mhm.
He's sort of at the highest point of the circle, so he's always sort of behind Mark. So I can't even see him for the most part. So I don't even know he's there when we all get up to go to lunch or whatever. I don't go to lunch. I just sit in the room and I eat and play the piano. But he's just always there. And whenever we get up to go to get lunch, put our folders away, I see him like, when the fuck did he get there?
Yeah.
Yeah, who are you?
He doesn't do shit the entire class, so it doesn't really matter anyway.
Yeah. I stopped the course because Henry graduated.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I always forgot Henry was a year ahead of us.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, he hung out with all of us anyway.
I know. Well,
I've
he
been
was like,
asked if I was a sophomore because I hang out with his sister.
well, he was like Tom Morse. He hung out with like all the juniors
Yeah.
his senior year.
Exactly. So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were.
I miss
yeah.
Tom Morse now.
I miss
I
him so
love Tom
much.
Morse.
I miss all those kids so much.
I remember me and Tom
about
Morse
this
were at
the
an
other day, but I
Offspring
miss
concert
Cobb.
once, and we were getting hit on by
Yeah, I miss
cougars.
Cobb,
And as
too.
soon as the band started, we just started fucking freaking out and losing our shit to chase them away.
I miss Cobb as well. Yeah.
Oh man, Cobb was the man.
Cobb
I
was...
saw him on New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I saw him randomly recently. I don't remember for what. But
Sort of. I don't remember much of that night.
yeah. So many people I miss with that. And Sigmund.
Sigmund.
Sigmund was kind of a douche to me.
I love that kid.
I don't know why we're talking about personal things on a public podcast.
I don't care.
Oh, I've talked
Whatever,
about
man.
worse things on this
Fuck
podcast.
the viewers.
Yeah. Viewers, I apologize.
That's also why I normally don't get involved when we start talking about people.
We're...
You don't talk to anyone besides us.
Yeah, I know, Jacob, you don't have friends.
Oh god, that bagel crisp tasted like a Thin Mint because it was on top of one.
Is that good or bad?
It was weird.
It was
That's all
weird.
it is.
Yeah.
No, it's bad. It's bad.
It's bad.
Aftertaste.
I thought it was gonna be a bad taste.
Because I got the bowl of Chex Mix with the Thin Mints in it.
Oh. Yeah, I got
I'm
you.
looking forward to eating the pretzels underneath the Thin Mints right now.
Alright, so, does anyone else... Tom, did you have other topics you want to talk about, or...?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not sober enough for this.
Respect.
Yeah, the end of BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea Part
Okay,
2.
so-
That's a fucking mouthful.
Alright, so do
That
we
hurt.
want to put a spoiler alert on this?
Yeah, let's put a spoiler. You guys don't give a fuck about talking about spoilers,
I don't
right?
care.
No, I really couldn't give a fuck.
Okay,
Does,
did you
does
guys
that,
play the first
Jacob, do
game
you
then?
care? Wait, Jacob, do you care?
He's not even listening. Let's just keep going.
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Alright, Jacob, if you want to step away for a second, if you don't want to hear this. I can
Nah, I'm
put it- I
perfectly
can-
fine.
Okay.
If anything, spoilers just make it's just like something for me to look forward to when I actually do play a game.
Gotcha.
You're not.
Okay.
You're not gonna look forward to this. This is bad spoiler time. This is spoilers that is gonna make you want to punch yourself in the face and beat up Ken Levine and take your money back.
Alright, well, serious. Yet again, it's big capital letters, spoiler alert.
All right. So I know you guys played Infinite. Did you play the first game?
I played all of them.
Okay. So I guess in the way that this sort of concludes the story, because I guess after hashtag Irrational Jobs became a thing, after Ken Levine laid off 90% of Irrational Games, it pretty much meant that BioShock is a dead franchise. He gave it up. It's not like he gave it up. He ended the franchise, though.
Yeah.
So BioShock is over, and it ended with Burial at Sea Part 2, which hurt my feelings because the ending was so atrocious. I guess it's not even the mindfuck you'd expect that you got from Burial at Sea Part 1 and BioShock Infinite, and the first BioShock, and even BioShock 2, which apparently didn't even fucking happen according to Part 2 of
Yeah, right.
Burial at Sea. What?
That's pretty funny.
Wait, so you're telling me that BioShock 1 didn't happen?
No, BioShock 2.
No,
didn't
BioShock
happen.
2
Oh,
apparently
BioShock 2
happen.
didn't happen. Well, I
No,
guess that makes sense. That
The
was more
point of
like a fan
episode
service
2,
thing.
the point of episode 2 was that it was supposed to connect Infinite with BioShock 1. For the most part, it's cool, but it's a fan service, and that's not cool. However, since I sort of was baited into this fan service a little bit, I thought some of it was kind of cool. Like, I remember, like, vividly, I remember some of the audio diaries that you would collect in BioShock 1.
Yeah.
I remember there was the one audio diary. This is actually, I swear to God, this is the audio diary I remember the most. It was the one where Suchong is talking about anchoring the mind of a little sister to a big daddy, which made them sort
Oh.
of become a bond together. I remember
Yeah.
he was figuring this out, and as soon as he was figuring this out, he was talking about like that, and three little sisters come up to him and they're like, Papa Zuchong, like, come play with us, let's play hide and seek, something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck off, I'm on a scientific discovery here, and he like throws one of them away. And I remember hearing like the Big Daddy moan in the background, and I just remember
yeah.
fucking drill. And you just, even in the first game, like fucking 6 years ago when the first game came out, you could just hear how horrifying the scene was just from the sound of
Yeah.
the drill
Yeah.
just running through this guy's intestines and him dying at that moment. At the very, very end of Burial at Sea Part 2, you are playing as Elizabeth, who is in another tear, and you are watching this scene unfold. You are watching the little sisters jump up and down, excited, like, come play hide and seek with us. And this guy, like, jotting down notes, and he's like, fuck off, I'm trying to discover science. And then the Big Daddy bursting through the wall and fucking stabbing him and just
Wow.
drilling him to death. And it's something you see, and even though it's a fan service, it is the coolest
That's
thing ever.
pretty cool, though.
just because you get to see the video to the audio diary.
Mm.
And that was something that interested me, and that was sort of at the end of the thing. But at the same time, it just didn't work. It wasn't right. There's something that
Something not
bothered
right about it.
because the very ending, the only real, like, BioShock Infinite ends and it gives you these huge questions like, what is up with Elizabeth? What's the point of the tears? What is in this other infinite universe with different variables substituted? Is Booker really Comstock? Is Booker Jack? Is Elizabeth, is Comstock? I don't know what Elizabeth would be considered.
Yeah,
I think what this ending sort of meant to say was that Elizabeth is Jack and Jack is Booker, and they're all the same person. But the game gave you a different impression, saying Comstock is Andrew Ryan and Booker is Jack, before the DLC came out.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't give you those big questions, though. It's just like
It kind of tells you.
Elizabeth set forward the motion of the first game. That is all that Burial at Sea really said at the end, which fucking pissed me off. Didn't answer the questions of BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
It answered the questions of BioShock 1. Elizabeth was, the biggest spoiler here, Elizabeth is the one that gave Frank Fontaine, a.k.a. Atlas, the phrase, "Would you kindly?" That controlled Jack to do everything he did in BioShock 1. Elizabeth had to go to Suchong immediately after he died and pick up a note that was in his pocket that said, "Would you kindly?" And it was called the Ace in the Hole. And she gave the Ace in the Hole to Atlas, which set forward the motions of BioShock. However, because Elizabeth, this is what I'm getting from it. I'm pretty sure this is like 99% true. Because Elizabeth gave him that note, it set forward the events of BioShock 1, which, regardless, Rapture did fall, but Jack ended up going to Rapture. Jack did what Fontaine said. However, Jack killed Fontaine and freed Sally, the little sister that you see at the very end of the good ending of BioShock 1. There's no fucking way that they wrote all of that as the plot of the BioShock series when they first made the first and second games,
definitely not.
but it's still cool how they wrote it to seem like it was planned all along.
That's
Fuck you, Ken Levine.
Yeah, it's still, that sounds like a cool
It was
twist.
interesting. So the idea is that Elizabeth in another universe set up the events of the first game to happen.
Yeah, so she
However, it didn't explain how Elizabeth is even still fucking alive after,
right? That's what I was just
and
actually asked.
how Booker keeps talking to her. It's assumed that Elizabeth is partially crazy because, Booker talks to you on the radio throughout the entire game telling you what to do. And I guess it might be implied that it's her conscience, but at the same time, it seems like Booker is actually there. I don't know.
Okay.
And the
It
game
probably
doesn't
is more
explain
like the
and if that,
conscience.
because it's the ending of the game, of the entire series, what the fuck? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
It could be like an alternate version of Booker,
Here's
Could
the
be.
thing, though. At the end of Infinite, all the alternate versions of Booker died except the one where Booker and Anna DeWitt are the only people that exist in that one universe alone. There are no other universes where Booker and Anna exist together.
Mhm.
But Elizabeth still shows up, and there's no universe where Elizabeth exists either, but apparently there is, which they didn't fucking explain, so fuck you. Because the end of part 1 of Burial at Sea, the questions were, how is Elizabeth still alive? How is Booker still alive? Why the fuck are they in Rapture? How is any of this happening right now? And that was what people were expecting part 2 to be about, and it just wasn't. It wasn't even remotely about that, and it said it's supposed to take place, and it does take place immediately after Booker gets drilled to death at the end of part 1, but it doesn't explain anything else. It takes a completely different story from there.
Okay.
So that's my BioShock rant. Yeah, I was really upset today.
I
was
am
expecting the
upset
big
about this, too,
mindfuck ending
actually.
we've expected, and it wasn't there.
That's just really disappointing, though.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. It's not exactly what I wanted to see. It is... I guess that just seems to be happening with so many big games lately.
Yeah, because you build up so much hype that... Well,
They
no, it's not
can't
that they build up
deliver.
hype. It's that the fans expect so much. And sometimes things get in the way, and other times it's just, like they really can't think of anything. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Sucks. This reminds me of how like disappointed people were with Mass Effect.
Here's the thing. Like, people complained about Mass Effect.
I
so
actually really liked the endings.
I loved Mass Effect.
Yeah.
And people love this Bioshock ending. I feel like it should be the other way around. People should love
Yeah.
the Mass Effect ending because it made sense.
Mhm.
And people should hate the Bioshock ending because it didn't make sense and it wasn't the mindfuck they are expecting to usually have and have to dig into. It's blatant and it's not explanatory enough.
well, yeah, they gave so much fan service in that game, in that one installment, that people sort of overlook the ending. Sort of.
Yes.
It's almost like causing someone to forget what they were actually looking for by leading them off the trail.
Yeah, totally.
And okay, guys, this is a completely different topic, but I had this question planned out. Well, it's a two-part question for everyone. Okay, the first one is, all right, if you could pick one video game character from any video game to spend a day with, who would it be?
Wow.
Like, you get to spend
That is a tough
like
one.
24 hours with this video game character. You can like basically do anything. You could basically be in their universe with them. You could take them to yours or whatever.
I'm not
it's like
super enough
limitless.
for this question.
Yeah. So
I
then
don't
we got
know.
any answers?
Gordon Freeman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a solid answer.
Wait, he's Half-Life, right?
Yeah, he's Half-Life.
Yeah, Half-Life.
Doesn't he not talk, though?
Yep.
He doesn't talk, but that's the thing, though. I'd be going to the Half-Life universe, so he wouldn't need to talk. I just get to sit there and shoot stuff with him.
I never played Half-Life.
I
I
played
know it's
I
Primus
played basically
game,
every
but I never
Half-Life game in the
I
series.
actually never played Half-Life either.
Nope,
So,
never.
So just see we're all honest here.
yeah. It's like I'm just being honest.
I played all of them, so
Straight now.
Honestly speaking, the person I'd hang out with was Commander Shepard.
Shepard's pretty cool. I feel like this question's sort of weird in terms of characters that you create, though.
Yeah.
And you
yeah,
make
'cause-
choices for. I feel like this question would have to be only for static characters that you don't make choices for. So anyone that isn't an RPG.
Okay.
yeah, like half the games I play, I make the character, so it's not like
Yeah, that's true.
they basically
Yeah.
it basically just be hanging out with myself if I chose one of those.
I'd say Samus just because, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to change my answer.
Hello.
Yeah. Let's see. Who else would I hang out
Oh wait.
Can I
Nico Bellic from Grand Theft Auto 4.
with? Yeah. Right? Can I hang out with Duke Nukem? That's it.
So it can be from any video game.
Yeah.
I need to look up the roster for Jumpstar's Victory versus.
Okay.
It's a game that features. Okay.
Is that the 3DS game that's like
No,
all the
that's
anime
Jumpstar's
characters?
Ultimate. But yeah, Jumpstar's Victory versus is the PS3 version
Okay.
with so many anime characters that I don't know who I want to main as.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So, I don't know. I'm gonna stick with Commander Shepard no matter what my answer. 'Cause,
See, I would like to hang out with an anime character, and this game will let me do that.
yeah,
so-
actually, I would. I also have a second question that involves an opposite. I'm waiting for Tom to come back to ask it.
Right.
Or should I ask it now? No, wait. Mark hasn't even answered his the first part of the question yet. So
What? Which character would I hang out with?
yeah,
Ichigo.
Ichigo.
Bleach.
That's a
Yes.
solid one. Alright, so my second part of the question, I'll ask it to Tom when he gets back. If you could pick one video game character that you could basically, like, just murder, who would it be? Who would it be, and specifically why?
See, that's strange though, because Because to answer this question, I'd have to pick a character in a video game that I played that was a bad. Because for the most part, I only ended up wanting to kill the bad guys. So, but
Yeah.
I'd
You
have,
had
it would have
to,
to
you
be
had
like
to pick someone who you don't kill.
yeah, it'd have to be a villain that actually gets away.
Or it could be like a random character. Or
Yeah, it could be a
just,
random
it could
character,
just be
but-
a character you didn't like. It could be
Yeah.
like a main protagonist that you didn't like at all.
Hmm.
Trying to think who would I pick. If I could pick someone to murder from the video game universe. I don't know.
I really don't know. I mean,
Is there any video game characters that are just really annoying? Like, can I just kill like Captain Falcon?
can it be an anime that's focused
Whoa,
around
hold
a
up,
video game
hold
that
up,
doesn't
hold up.
exist?
Hold up. Did you just say that you wanted to kill Captain Falcon?
Yeah. Well, no, I said. Well, he's annoying. So.
Is he?
Yeah,
Is he
he's-
really that
I
annoying?
think he's pretty annoying.
Are you talking about? Are
Okay.
you talking about from like?
I have a
So
question.
I'm talking about the only like thing I know about Captain Falcon really is him from like Smash Brothers.
I have a question.
Yeah, that explains that one.
What? One more.
What if it's a video game that doesn't exist, but it was in an anime?
Oh
Is
wait,
that
I think
down?
no, sir.
Okay, go.
I'm
for
talking
it.
about
I-
Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
If you,
There's one guy who's just so annoying. Like, usually, even in anime, it's hard to hate a villain. This guy, you
can hate.
Yeah, you have no choice but to hate him.
you're just so stupid.
That's solid. Who could I kill though? If I really wanted to kill one video game character. Huh.
How about everyone?
Yeah, let's just kill all of them.
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm back.
No, it's gonna be Roman from GTA 4.
Talking about,
Okay, so,
you still talking about people to hang out? You'd fucking
no,
hang
no,
out.
no, 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 no.
Roman?
We're talking about people that you would murder if you had the chance.
I love Roman.
I hate Roman so
He
much.
loves titties.
He's so annoying.
You.
Yes,
I just
Hey,
I just
my
think of him as a
cousin,
joke,
would you
so-
like to go bowling?
It's. I thought he was
Hey,
one of my
let's go
least
look at titties.
he was one of my least favorite video game characters ever.
I love that
Nice
nigga.
vegan brown titties.
Actually, one more second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry.
You guys got any characters you'd kill?
Hmm. Trying to think. Video game characters that I would kill.
This is a harder question because it's basically got to be a question, a character that you don't kill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know.
because there's always those characters that you
The
want to
messenger in Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess.
kill. Okay.
Huh.
Oh,
The messenger, because you'll just be walking around. He's like, "Hey!"
It's like shut up.
It's like, I don't want to talk to you. Shut up. I don't care that I haven't visited Kokoro Village in 20 hours of gameplay.
It's like
I don't care.
Wait, they literally let you know about that?
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, if you like started a side quest and then you just like paused it, it'll be like, you haven't, helped this person, and they're sending you a message.
I wish Skyrim did that.
I will
Dude,
help you when I
There are
want to
so
help
many
you.
side missions I don't complete in Skyrim just because I forget about them.
Yeah. Right. That's definitely something.
Yeah.
I think we're reaching the end of the podcast, so I'm feeling
Yeah.
like we gotta wait for Tom to come back, see if he has any last subjects.
Yeah.
Unless you guys feel like you got more stuff to talk about.
I don't.
No, Mark.
Um,
Do you ever
I
have
mean,
your
I
anime
still
talk?
got... No, I
Go
was
for
just
it.
about
Go
to say
for it
that.
right now. Right now, go for it.
Okay, so Hajime no Ippo, which translates to English as the Fighting Ippo.
Back.
That was the best entrance or re-entry that I've ever heard.
On the way up the stairs from the kitchen to my room, I already drank half of my chocolate milk.
Oh, great. I know how I feel.
Yeah, good for you.
Okay, so you caught me right in the middle of my anime talk.
Mhm.
Okay, so now, truth be said, I've only seen the first season of this anime, so I have no idea if the second or third season are good at all. But Hajime no Ippo, it is a boxing anime, and it's pretty much like this wimpy kid gets bullied, and then a professional boxer like stops the bullies, doesn't even beat them up, just dodges all of their punches, and without them even noticing, rips all the buttons off their shirts.
That's pretty funny, actually.
And they they turn around and they go to keep punching, and they just look down and their shirts are completely unbuttoned, and he just starts dropping the buttons out of his hand, and then they just all go running.
That's actually pretty funny.
The kid that gets bullied becomes like a professional boxer,
Wow.
and he actually ends up being extremely, extremely overpowered.
In
See,
like
I really liked it.
in a positive way, or
Yeah.
Okay.
My opinion might be skewed because I really like martial arts, so
okay?
that definitely might have something to do with it.
It definitely
But,
fits
you know,
your persona then.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you like martial arts, you're gonna like this.
Legit. Tom, did you have any more subjects you want to speak of? Because I think we're probably reaching apex of the show.
Okay, yeah, two of them.
Okay, let's go for it.
First off, I started watching Kill la Kill recently. On the talk of animes,
That plot.
exceptional. I'm only on like episode 5, so apparently I haven't even gotten to any of the parts that are actually good yet, but it is fucking
You
exquisite.
realize the double meaning for plot, right?
What?
You realize the double meaning for I watched for the plot.
Sure. What?
So Tom, do you watch it for the plot?
Mark, I'm not sober right now. Stop.
Kill la Kill has a lot of like boobs and ass shots.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh,
It's
does it?
almost-
So it's a fan service
is
kind
almost-
of anime.
It is almost like an ecchi. It is pretty much a fucking ecchi, rather than a regular anime. It really is.
Wow.
Am I the only one that thinks Sansa from Game of Thrones is pretty fucking hot?
I'll give it to you.
Go watch Game of Thrones.
Okay, then never mind. Wow, what the fuck is wrong with you? America
Uh,
is laughing at you.
I mean, I'll give it to you, Tom.
Yeah, America is
I
laughing
agree
at
with
us.
that. I've only
Wait,
watched.
does anybody here actually watch it? No.
I've watched a little bit of it. I have not
A
watched
whole
most of it.
episode.
No, I've watched probably like, I don't know, randomly. Because I've been hanging out with people and they watch it, so I watched it with them. And I've known this character before. But
Anyways,
I'll
then,
give it to you.
what were we talking about?
Oh no.
Kill la
That's it.
Kill. Plot.
Kill a
Kill
kill.
la Kill. Yeah. So Mark, I take it you've watched it then?
I've watched a couple episodes, but I'm not someone who will watch for the plot.
BS.
So,
I'm calling BS.
Yeah.
BS, Mark.
I
Okay.
watched the plot.
if
but
I'm
I
in the mood, I will watch for plot. But
Thank you for being honest.
at the time, I was not in the mood, so I didn't watch it.
I mean, because there's nothing really full on about it, I'll watch it for the plot. But if there was some full on stuff going on, I would probably just watch it for the.
Plots.
Did that come through the microphone?
Yes, it did.
Yes.
Okay,
it
amazing.
came completely through the
It
microphone.
was beautiful.
That's how they make the noise when
For-
Gary
yeah.
slithers around in SpongeBob.
Yeah,
They just grab their cheek and they just slap it up against their teeth like
Yeah, no.
I did
heard
that
about that.
for an hour straight once.
Hours straight.
Yeah, like an entire hour I did that freshman year when I failed my math exam. I knew I was going to fail anyway. Like, there was no way I was going to pass the class even if I got 100. on the final exam. So just to fuck with the teacher, when I finished like a half an hour later, by the way, the test was so big that just by putting down random answers, it took a half an hour.
Wow.
So by the time I finished the test, apparently I got a 70 out. Also, I passed the test just from random answers. Just from random fucking answers. But so, during the last hour of the hour and a half exam, I just fucking sat there, and during the last like 20 minutes of it, Zach Semeka joined in. I was just sitting there just to fuck with the teacher, just going,
Oh my god.
yeah, that happened.
That's awesome.
That's
great.
My other final topic, I guess. Just to start the topic, Dark Souls 2, probably the best game I've ever played in my life, next to Super Metroid.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding. It is. I can't stress enough that you need to play this game. I'm actually angry at you because you haven't played fucking Dark Souls, Demon Souls, or Dark Souls 2 yet. I'm that fucking angry.
I haven't played any.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Need to. You know what? I'd say pick up the first game. This one's better. Fucking
So,
play
would you say
Dark
to start
Souls
too?
2. Play Dark Souls 2. It does a bit of not a fan service, but it has some slight references to the first game that are actually super humorous when you look at them, like in some item descriptions. Let me think of one for a second.
Okay.
There is an armor called Havel's armor. And in the first Dark Souls, there was this really difficult mini boss called Havel the Rock, I believe was his name, who was at the bottom of the first area of the game in some tower, and you could only get there if you chose a certain starting item based on your character creation. And if you chose this certain starter item, you could open this door early, and you could go down this tower, and you could fight this guy called Havel the Rock. And Havel was this super, super difficult, super heavyweight enemy that would probably one-shot you if you didn't fucking dodge him or block him right, or didn't kill him easily, because he had a lot of health. He has the strongest armor in the game, but it's also the heaviest. And he gives you a ring that increases your equipment load so you can move faster in his armor, and move faster in any heavy armor, which also is pretty much crucial to PvP in Dark Souls, player versus player, which is a big part of Dark Souls because of the invasion system. But it's kind of funny because there was just one guy called Havel the Rock, and that was it. There was no other enemy like him, there was no other force like him, there was no army, there was nothing like that. However, you find Havel's armor. It's called Havel's armor, as it also was in Dark Souls 2, in Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2. It's called Havel's armor. You find Havel's armor in Dark Souls 2, and the item description, which item descriptions are pretty much how you can decipher the story of the game, because the game doesn't give you much story, really. I mean, I'd say that
narrative beyond. Like,
yeah, there's not much narrative. Dark Souls 2, however, does give you a bit more narrative. It's not direct, it's not blatant. You have to dig deep into the game. You have to look at all the items and stuff like that. You have to talk to all the NPCs and exhaust their dialogue, which is cool, though, because, it makes you feel like you're doing something rather than just having the game give you everything.
And it's more of a
fucking-
reward
I
for
like-
exploration, too.
I like that you had to work for it to get it.
However, it's kind of funny because Havel's armor sort of does a slight fan service that makes you laugh when you read it if you played the first game by saying, hold up, I'm actually going to look up the description of the armor real quick.
Alright, let's
Because it's hysterical. Havel's set, hold up, one sec. Hold up, how do I read, where's the description? God damn it, game, or wiki.
Stupid game. /wiki.
The origin of the name Havel is not clear. Some say it was the warrior who wore the armor, but others say it was the name of a great kingdom ruined in a war. Which is funny because if you played the first game, there was just a guy called Havel.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, some say it was the name of some kingdom. And it's kind of funny because, the game takes place a long, long time after the first game. It's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. So
And like other indirect references is that like the very spoiler alert. It's not super spoilery since you have to dig deep into the game, which 50% of the players don't do. They just play to play.
Mhm.
PewDiePie, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck. PewDiePie is so bad at Dark Souls.
Really? That
So
bad?
fucking bad. There's this boss called Pinwheel, which if you die to him, you're pretty much the laughingstock of the entire community.
died,
He's
yeah.
that easy. PewDiePie died to him without even doing a single bit of damage. And just the fucking picture of him dying to Pinwheel is hysterical.
Wow.
But anyways, the boss of the game is the reincarnation of the boss of the DLC from the first game, if you
Really?
dig deep enough into the dialogue from it, which is really, really cool. And like the fourth, it depends how you play the game, but for the most part, he's probably going to be the third or fourth boss you fight. There's a boss called the Old Dragon Slayer, who is exactly the same boss as a boss from the hardest boss from the first game named Ornstein, Dragon Slayer Ornstein, who in the first game was probably one of the hardest bosses because he had a sidekick who you had to fight two of these guys at the same time, Dragon Slayer Ornstein and Executioner Smough, and you would have to fight them at the same time. But Ornstein is like the third boss in Dark Souls 2, but he's corrupted by the Abyss, which is Manus, who is the reincarnation, who reincarnated into the boss of Dark Souls 2, and he's corrupted by that guy. So instead of his armor being gold, his armor is like a faded, like silver grayish looking thing, and he uses dark magic instead of lightning, but it still looks just like him. And it was really cool because before the game came out, people were posting screenshots of it saying, "Hey guys, Ornstein's in the game," and everyone was freaking out like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" Or they were like, "Wow, that's really cool." But no, it's such like a deep game, and I feel like telling you guys all this stuff right now, it might even ruin it. But I can't stress enough, go fucking buy Dark Souls 1, go fucking buy Dark Souls 2. Screw Demon Souls because it's only PS3, and I don't own a PS3 because I'm not rich.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know
But-
one either.
Quick side note, if any listeners have played Dark Souls, this is the main topic I wanted to bring up, but I'll just bring it up as a quick
Yeah,
side
go
note.
for
I was playing a lot of PvP tonight. I'm in the Brotherhood of Blood, which is a covenant in the game. Dark Souls incorporates what's called covenants, which there's usually only 9 of them. In the first game, they were based on the Dungeon and Dragons system of true good, chaotic good.
Oh, you mean the true
True
chaotic-
neutral, chaotic neutral, true evil, dark, or chaotic evil, things
Yeah,
like
the
that,
nine-
you know,
Yeah, the
lawful
nine,
evil.
the 9 forces.
It follows that system, so there's 9 of them. However, in
You know-
this game, while there are still 9 covenants, they're more based on PvP, PvE, and co-op. So there are like 2 PvE, player versus environment covenants, 3 or 4 PvP covenants, and 2 PvP co-op covenants, I believe. If that adds up to 9, I'm not ready for this. I'm not sober.
Not so. Can't do this.
Yeah, I can't do this. No, I'm fine. But yeah, so I'm in what's called the Brotherhood of Blood, and
Okay.
for the most part, in terms of Dark Souls 1, they have been mostly compared to the absolute lawful evil covenant, like the worst covenant in the game.
Mhm.
However, they're not as bad. They're just the covenant that is known as the bad guys in this game, and there aren't many covenants that are truly bad because it
Sometimes
doesn't
it's fun to
follow
play as
the
a bad
D&D
guy,
system.
though.
Yeah, because like in the first game, there was this covenant called the Dark Wraiths. People started calling them the Dick Wraiths because they were so douchey.
Alright.
They had an item that would physically fucking steal the most valuable item in the game from you.
Really?
If you attacked someone with this item, it would take the most valuable item in the game out of your character. That's how fucking douchey they were. But the Brotherhood of Blood doesn't do that, the Covenant I'm in, but they're still being compared to them, and it hurts me. It hurts my feelings.
Hurts my feels, brah.
But the Brotherhood of Blood allows access to one of 2 PvP arenas where you go into the arena and you're pit up against a random person in just this small, inescapable arena. and all you do is fight to the death there. However, I'm getting fucking furiously pissed off because in this area, in this PvP arena, God damn it, I have to bring up another side story. In Dark Souls,
That's fine. You just keep bringing them up.
in Dark Souls, you have what's called a build, and a build is the way that you, namesake, build your character. The weapons, armor, and rings that you use. Rings in Dark Souls give you special abilities. There's, for instance, the Chloranthy ring, which gives you higher stamina regeneration. If you have the ring equipped, your stamina goes up faster than it normally would without it. And then, so it's a build is based on the weapons, armor, and rings you use in conjunction with each other. For instance, if you have heavier armor on, like Havel's armor that I mentioned earlier, if you have Havel's ring on, that you can move faster in that armor. So, it's Dark Souls 1 was not infamous, sort of famous for the ability of being able to pick your build, going into PvP, and playing against other players in a very fair and fun way, and pitting your builds up against each other. Who's got the funner, or not the funner, the better build, and, you know, fight it out to each other, and you make adjustments to your build based on your performance in PvP. However,
So
in this
it's sort
game,
of like true competition.
yeah, it's real competition. It is the most fair and fun player versus player system that any game has had in the last 20 years.
Wow.
However, there have been some exploits in the system. Even in the first game, there were exploits. However, From Software, the people who made Dark Souls, patched it so that some of the exploits were a little bit more fair, so you couldn't use them anymore. For instance, there was a ring called the Darkwood Grain Ring, which I loved, which if you had 25% of your equipment load, like the maximum amount of equipment you can have, if you had under 25%, it would change your rolling animation to do it like a backflip instead of a roll on the ground. And it would also give you more invincibility frames. If you roll out of the way of an attack, it gives you 10 frames of invincibility, which can mean the difference between life and death in Dark Souls. However, this one would give you 2 extra frames. So things like that.
Okay.
So where was I? Before that?
I don't know. I was just getting really into
Whatever.
the rings.
Anyways,
You were talking about the guilds.
the guilds, yeah.
Oh yeah,
In the PvP arena,
yes.
there have been people who have been exploiting the ways that this game hasn't been patched for yet. Like that ring I was talking about. If you wore a certain mask that raised your equipment load, and you wore Havel's ring, and you wore that Darkwood Grain ring that would allow you to flip, you could fucking wear Havel's entire armor, that super, super heavy-looking armor, with this mask, and with these 2 rings, and you could fucking do the backflip in this super heavy-ass armor.
Wait, that doesn't
And it
sound
was-
right.
It was called a Haveldad, because the mask that you wore was called the Mask of the Father, and there's the Mask of the Mother and the Mask of the Child. You would get it from beating that boss called Pinwheel I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And you would get one of the 3 masks. He's like a hunchback combination of a mother, father, and a child. It's got such a cool story, but it's such an easy boss. Like I said, there's these dark stories behind everything, but you have to look into the item descriptions to really figure out what it's about. However, so people would exploit the Giant Dad, and eventually the Giant Dad got patched, so the Darkwood Grain Ring got changed from 25% equipment load to if you were under 15%, which fucked me over, because I didn't exploit the Giant Dad build. However, my build required me to be at 17%. So being at 17, I had to get even lighter, which reduced my armor, which made me get killed a lot in PvP. I had to rebuild my entire build.
Yeah.
People have been figuring out ways already to fuck with this game, to fuck with Dark Souls 2, to make even douchier builds. And
Is it
what
like
I've been finding,
at that point now, or
what?
is it like that bad right now, or?
It's terrible right now.
Yeah.
Tonight,
Okay.
out of 30 PvP matches I had, only about 4 of them were fair, fun fights that pit a fun, like, your own build against someone else's own build. Only about 4 or 5 of them were that type of fight.
So you
Every
mean like
single-
you got the people that are like spamming the overpowered ones?
Yes, every single
that's-
other fight
that
was
sucks.
someone who was spamming the overpowered. There are 3 builds that I saw tonight, minus the people who had their own builds. And the 3 builds I saw was someone who used what's called the homing soul mass. The homing soul mass is, instead of, there's a spell that shoots an arrow of like magic energy at you. That's cool, that's fine, that's fair game. However, the homing soul mass summons 5 of them around you to the point where you don't have to cast them. They will go on their own while you can attack the person.
Okay.
So instead of having to cast a spell, it will cast itself if you get close enough. And that's bullshit to use in PvP. That needs to be...
Yeah,
There's this other
I
thing.
can see it.
You can... When you wield a weapon in Dark Souls, you can press Y or triangle if you're playing on PS3. Yeah, PS3. I was thinking PS4. No, PS3. If you press Y or triangle, it lets you hold your weapon with 2 hands, and that sometimes changes the moveset. It does more damage, and your character might move slower or faster, depending. If you use a halberd-type weapon, and you 2-hand it, and you use the strong attack button, which could be the right trigger or R2, you spin around about 6 times with this halberd, which automatically goes directly through the entire shield damage and goes directly to your character's health. In Dark Souls, your shield is your best friend. In Dark Souls 2, however, you can dual wield, which is really cool because it allows that to become a popular build, like a build that's viable to use. But for the most part, people use shield still, and if your shield has 100% physical defense, the only thing that gets damaged when you're holding your shield up and you're getting attacked is the stamina bar. If the stamina bar goes all the way down, your character gets staggered, you don't hold up your shield anymore because you're too tired, and it goes, if someone's still hitting you, it goes directly to your health bar. This spinning attack, it only takes about 3 spins in this 6-time spinning attack. So you go 3 times through your shield, your stamina bar gets eaten up, and then the other 3 hits go directly to your fucking health, which if you're not strong enough or if they are too strong, will kill you. So all they have to do...
That's like an instant win right
It's
there.
an instant win, and it's fucking horse shit, and From Software needs to patch this immediately. They will spin around with this weapon, and they will go directly through your shield and directly through your health, and it has been pissing me off all fucking night. Because I've been playing PvP Arena all night because I beat the game 2 days ago. Or I beat the boss.
Okay.
You never beat Dark Souls because there's too much to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that, and it's the homing soul mass, and it's people who use healing potions in PvP. As a veteran player of Dark Souls 1, I know for a fact that when you played PvP and you played against other players, you did not use your healing potion, and you would always use the bow gesture. Like, you would bow down as if you were doing, like, a fucking karate match or whatever. You know, you'd bow down as a sign of respect for your opponent. People, only about 40% of the players do that anymore, because the campaign for Dark Souls 2, the advertisements, they advertised it a lot more than they did the first game, so newer players are playing Dark Souls 2 that have never played Dark Souls or Demon Souls. They don't know the unofficial rules or the etiquette of the game. So they use healing potions during PvP matches, they don't bow, and the worst thing is when you bow in the game, it doesn't allow you to break that animation. So you can't attack, you can't roll out of the way. So if you bow and someone else doesn't bow, they have a chance to attack you while you're bowing, and you can't get out of it. So there are fucking people who are actually attacking you while you try to bow as a sign of respect, and it's fucking pissing everyone off.
Yeah, that's...
Like, the veteran players are getting so infuriated, and they're not going to stop bowing either, just because it's a sign of respect. You know, we're a dignified gaming community. We're not just some Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto douchebags who have no respect. We're civilized gamers. We're not savages.
I think that's actually one of the problems with games that start to go. You know, they try to get bigger through advertising, and so
I can agree.
It's not that it's not that they dumb themselves down. It's that they start beckoning to the lowest common denominator, and when those people start showing up, that's when the community gets wrecked.
Exactly. I can completely agree with that.
It happened to Battlefield. That's how I know.
I've been in every Elder Scrolls Online beta, and it hurts. It's that
it's
play.
What was the most recent beta that they had?
Like 2 weeks
Elder
ago,
Scrolls
I didn't
Online
even do it.
beta. I was on it. It wasn't fun.
It was boring.
Yeah, it was boring. I'll be
It was
honest.
like if I tried to take Skyrim system, dumb that down, which Skyrim
Nope.
system is already a
It's
dumbed
really
down
is,
Oblivion,
yeah.
which was dumbed down Morrowind. They dumbed that down, and they add significantly less content, and they just make it boring.
Yeah, it was.
Awful.
I didn't have much fun with it.
It's the worst game I've ever played in my life.
Wait, hang on, which one were we talking about?
Elder Scrolls Online.
The Elder Scrolls Online wasn't fun.
no, that's not.
I played it for.
I've been invited to
decent amount.
every single beta from the beginning of the beta testing, and I only played about 3 of them. The third time, I was hesitant. I started the second day of the beta. People were saying, it's gotten more fun than the last 2. I played it. I went in with like this optimistic attitude, like, yeah, maybe it'll finally be good, release day is far away. This is in like December, because I think it comes out like mid-April.
Yes, I believe
This is
so.
in this. Holy shit! My birthday's a week from today. What the fuck?
TRA.
Damn. I'm going to a Dave Haas show on my birthday, which is so cool. I love Dave Haas. Anyways, Elder Scrolls, fucking. People were like, "Yeah, this is gonna be really good," and I played it. I'm getting this optimistic attitude. I struggle through the boring ass tutorial, thinking, "Yeah, when I get into the real world, it's gonna be fun." It was almost worse.
Oh.
I hated it. I couldn't do it. Hugh Jackman, Wolverine the Musical, Facebook.
I got Diablo 3's in beta right now, and I have
think it
it.
came out like 2 years ago.
Diablo 3?
No, maybe so there's something like as a beta for Diablo.
I think it's Diablo extension.
Something like
Uh.
that. Something's in beta right now for Diablo, and it's like really new. And I have the beta for it. And
Reaper of Souls.
Is that it?
Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. It's an expansion.
Okay.
Ah.
That's it.
Holy shit! No. Not 70. $80 fucking dollars for an expansion pack. For a
What?
monthly fee game. I swear to
Yeah.
God.
I have the free beta testing for that, and I haven't even.
Oh, look at that. Save money, live better. Walmart is selling it for 4 cents less.
Wow.
Fuck this society.
That's great.
Yeah, that's marketing right there.
Save money,
Bad
live
marketing,
better.
but still marketing.
It's like, fuck the society. On that note, I think this has been a great episode of Background Noise.
Yeah.
I've
got one thing to say before we
All right,
completely
yeah,
end
go
it.
for it.
Just announcements to the audience. I am not going to be here next week
Oh, yes, you.
Love
yeah,
you.
because I have
I'll miss you, Mark.
a drama club that night, and then after drama club is over, we have the cast party because it will be the last night of the play.
Apparently I'm allowed to go to that. That's on my birthday though, so fuck that.
Okay, so that's about it.
All right, so
I've been allowed to go to the cast parties for the last 3 years, but I haven't because all I did was special effects, and I didn't even go to any of the rehearsals. I just showed up on the last night of the show and watched in the balcony.
that's legit. Well,
I'm
this
so
has
cool.
been a solid episode of Background Noise.
Thank you
As
again.
always, yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on, Tom. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And this is it. See you guys later.
See you later.
Peace.